Hello folks, this is Alex from the Timelapse Guy, and today we're talking about this. The DJI Mavic Pro Drone. So I was backpacking through Sri Lanka and Indonesia, and I wanted to take a drone with me because I was traveling for 4 weeks, and I wanted to take aerial shots of this really nice nature there. And so far I was owning a DJI Phantom 2, which works with the GoPro Hero 4, and it works really great. I think I got this drone 2 years ago, and it's doing its job. It does not offer any fancy features like the newer drones do, but I was okay with the drone. And so yeah, only 2 years old, so the drone evolution made some major steps now. And when I saw the Mavic Pro first, I thought, wow, this is so small, this is great. Yeah, I need this for traveling, and I did not want to spend like 1,200 euros for the drone, because that's a lot of money. Actually, that's as much as I spent in 4 weeks in Indonesia and Bali without my flights. But I came to a point where I thought, there's no way I can go on this trip without the Mavic Pro, because I tried to fit all my camera gear in my backpack and I was not able to get it in there. And so I decided to buy the drone, and that was actually the best decision I could have made, because it made everything so much easier. So my whole vacation was like, oh, that's a nice spot, like unfold the drone and go for a flight. Here you can see the Phantom 2, the Mavic Pro, the Mavic Remote, and the remote of the Phantom 2. It's not hard to see that the remote control of the Mavic Pro is much smaller than the remote control of the older Phantom 2. And the Mavic seems tiny compared to the Phantom 2, which has the same form factor than the newer Phantom drones. So when I traveled to Thailand 2 years ago, I used this case. It's waterproof, it's shockproof. It was great for all my GoPro gear, but now I got a new camera and stuff, so this had to move on and made place for a backpack. This is not any fancy backpack, this is just the Amazon Basics photography backpack. And as you can see here, I got all my stuff in here I had with me on the trip, except for the camera I'm filming at the moment, but this was usually sitting here. So I got a GoPro, then there's the remote control for the Mavic Pro, another objective, charging cables, like little tripod, stabilizer, etc. I can make another video on this if you want. And here you can see this is all the place the Mavic takes. It's like it's a sixth of the backpack. And if you compare this to the Phantom 2, the Phantom 2 is taking like all the space. I need to arrange all these walls to fit it. So I wouldn't be able to take all I took now in this easy way as I was able to take it now with me because of the Mavic Pro. So usually when I transport the Phantom 2, I use this case. It's enormous. You can fit it in here, everything has its place, and it's waterproof and shockproof as well. But you can't take this on a backpack trip. So here's my backpack, and when I was on a place I liked, I could just easily get the drone out, unfold it and start it. So now I will show you some features, like a little intro to the drone, and then I will show you some of the results I took in Indonesia and Sri Lanka. Here you can see the folding mechanism of the Mavic. You first unfold the front legs, and after them you unfold the rear legs. The camera of the Mavic is protected by a silicone and a plastic cover. You can leave the plastic cover on during the flight because it's transparent, but I recommend to remove it because it's blocking the cooling fan of the drone. The gimbal of the camera has a plastic support for transport. You can use any smartphone as a camera display and to use the cool features of the DJI app. The battery lasts for 20 to 27 minutes depending on the way you fly the drone and depending on what mode you're using. When you're starting the drone, it's checking the functionality of every motor and whether the gimbal can freely move. The drone can start and land automatically by just a swipe of your fingertip. With the remote control you can change the camera angle or take photos or start videos or much more. The Mavic has two front-facing sensors who are checking the path of light for obstacles, which can initiate an emergency stop as seen here. The Mavic is extremely easy to fly even for beginners, and it also offers a sport mode for more experienced pilots. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Comments and questions down below. Check out my last video over here where I took time lapses in Indonesia and Sri Lanka. Check out my channel for other cool videos and I hope I see you in the next one.